loads up.
Astrid. Astrid!
And it begins.
The Joker. Seems about right.
So,
Feels like another record
Hopefully.
cold snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
hopefully, the fact that this is a relatively low density game will mean that the router being a wee bit dodgy at the moment is not going to be a major issue, as my bit rate is, shall we say, lower than it should be. And as a result, I am never ever going to buy a Netgear router again. It reaches a long way. There's one good thing to say for it, but yeah, that's about the only good thing to say for it.
Turned out pretty well.
Just put a wee bit more fuel in there.
Great Bear
My
Island.
exploring stuff.
Dad used to fly there all the time. He said it used to be beautiful. Not much reason to go there these days, since the quakes and all.
Right. So what am I actually need to be doing? Exploring the hangar. Obviously wasn't looking at it when I needed to.
Well, here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure.
I have to say, that is a very cool bunny on the back. I think they call it a jackrabbit, but to me it's a bunny.
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year.
Okay. One thing you get used to doing in this game is picking up all the shit and then going through the pile of shit in your pack to go, oh bugger, I can't actually carry all this stuff. Which is when you have to go and get rid of it all. Right. And what else have I not looked at that I should have? Looked at that. Has it shown? Oops, wrong button. Right, still exploring the hangar. Probably might be one of them. Already looked at that.
Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again.
Yeah, if he had any sense at this point, he would go out and turn the water off.
Cheap electric crap. Never works when you need it. Getting pretty late in the day. Guess I could take a nap.
Right. Yeah, pick up the candy bar, because why not? Does he need anything to eat? Not yet.
Those were better days.
That's obviously his wife. So, I Get to meet her in a minute. Sorry, ex-wife.
Who could that be? Jackrabbit Remote Transport, Mackenzie
I
speaking.
told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
whoa,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right.
Not exactly fast-paced, this bit.
So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie, look, Will, I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait. Questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me or not?
What's in the case?
The moment anyone says
See, there's that
no
thing about no
you ask
questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost, all because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
More
Because I'm
questions?
not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's going to be a rough ride.
Oh. There's still only, I think, the first 3 stories available in this. And I really, really hope that they get the next
Let's
ones
see.
done, because
2 people plus
Yeah,
enough
this
fuel
is
to get us out to Great Bear and back.
really
leaves
enjoyable game.
almost no capacity for cargo. If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
Like, it's a fairly slow game in some ways, unless there's a wolf or a bear attacking you, in which case slow goes right out the window. But at the same time,
Astrid's traveling pretty
it's
light.
actually really
Wherever she's going,
challenging
she
and
must
fun.
not be planning to stay long.
We can't leave
The
extra
mysterious
stuff behind.
case. Astrid definitely doesn't want to talk about what's inside. Which means she's probably not supposed to have it.
Ooh. Now this is the hard one. Do we take the emergency food, the pistol, or the first aid kit? Any thoughts? Okay, well we should be able to find food there. I'm sure there's going to be ways to do
The stress pistol kit is heavy,
Yeah,
but
take that.
I'd hate to end up in an emergency situation without it. Just need to grab my parka and we can go.
And about now we head off. By the way, thank you for watching. This part of the game does tend to be pretty quiet because of course there's not really much to comment on and there's a lot of background talking going on.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
There is still emotion invested between
all of
those
it.
two,
Look,
even if they don't want to admit it.
I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher? Dr. What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor? That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's
Yeah,
under
there was
control.
a thing of whiskey
I know,
there.
okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
What I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That's one way of putting it.
It's not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
EMP. So, that's the whole crash thing. He never did get to say what he wanted to say to her. And now I've got the cat eyeing me up. No, you are not coming up here.
Astrid.
She's not the sort of cat that tends to be polite about things.
Oh! Astrid!
I have to say, I don't think I could actually do that in real
I
life.
must have gone right through the windshield. Trees broke my fall. Oh, mostly.
Yeah, mostly. Right.
Gotta stop that bleeding.
First thing we've got to do is basically find what we can to stop the bleeding. Sort of cough around. Okay. Wrong button. So let's just use the bandage on that.
Need to find something.
there is anything else of interest around here. Don't have the time to be breaking down any of this stuff at the moment. As my temperature is dropping quite quickly. I do want to pick up anything that might be of use for obvious reasons. The main problem here is, of course, you can't really see where you're going.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, well, you've just fallen out of a plane and fallen down a hill. What exactly did you expect? So, let's get a fire started. Got everything I need. Let's see how this goes. I am playing on easy.
Come on.
Simply because I actually want to enjoy the story.
I don't feel so good.
Wolves can be vicious.
I need to rest up.
Okay. Give me a couple of hours.
Astrid hasn't come looking for me. Which means she can't come looking for me. Because she's hurt. Or worse. I'd better get back up to the crash site.
And I am freezing, apparently. Is not a good start. I actually got my jacket on. No, I haven't. What happened to his jacket? Okay, it must be upstairs somewhere. Ah, right, here's the way up. More firewood on the way. I hope that the jacket is enough to warm them up. I have to say, it always feels a bit strange to me in this part where you're by the burning wreck, but you're still freezing. You really would think
I could probably climb that.
that you would warm up when you're basically standing next to a burning wreck, but apparently not.
God.
Okay, now I just need to take a wee moment to make sure that my son is turning his iPad off and getting in the bath. So I'm just going to pause it for a moment and go mute. I shall be back very quickly. Alright, sorry about that. Downside with 16-year-old boys. They don't follow up. They don't do what you ask them to. Anyway. Right. I may need these later.
I'd eat to know if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Okay. So, pain management at a later point. Personally, I always thought they were good for vitamin C. I didn't actually know they had any pain management qualities. But then again, of course, this is a game and that may not be entirely true anyway, so we shall just... Oh, bugger. That moment when you try and do one thing and pick up on something else by accident. So we're just going to climb that again. This is the other thing.
I think I'm going to make it.
Entirely realistic is the fact that normally when you're doing exercise you do warm up. So even if it's freezing, obviously you can't keep it up forever, but he should be warmer than he is. Now, do we have anything that he can drink? Yes. Still hungry, but not as bad as you were. Off we go.
Finally made it.
More rose hips, if we can do it without going back straight back down the hill again. Oh. Bugger. And other similar. Okay, well, how about we just pick the blooming rose hips. Thank you. Right. So, make my way up to the wreck. And see if we can find anything in the wreck. One thing we should definitely find is
my plane.
Alarm, the pistol thing.
Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl. This isn't how things were supposed to end.
Yeah, well, he's got one advantage over the plane. He has a chance of actually healing. Cloth is good. More soda, painkillers. Ah!
I've been looking for you.
Parker. Right. Let's get that Parker on. Oh, so I put it on automatically. But we're still freezing.
Astrid's pack.
So what did Astrid bring with her? Food? Vitamins and antibiotics.
Locked.
Probably just as well, because I get the funny feeling he'd be in.
Whatever's in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it. I hope she hasn't already died for it.
Okay. We want the bedroll. More sticks. This is another one of those games where you do spend a lot of time basically trotting around picking up all the crap off the ground and everywhere else. And you can still never find enough crap. And at the same time, you can't carry enough crap. So definitely will run out of space. Okay. Yeah. Let's just have a look and see what we're carrying so far. Right. So we've got a sort of knife. about it as far as weaponry goes.
She definitely passed through here. And in a hurry.
Right. So I'm not going to be breaking down the crates because at this point I don't really feel like I've got enough time for that. Especially with the fact that I'm still frozen. The branch is too big, I have to break it down. So at the moment, because I don't have a hatchet, I'm better off going for stuff that I don't have to do anything to. So the sticks are good. If I come across any bits of fir or cedar wood, rather than fallen branches, that also works well. Right, and we'll do the bunny thing too. Now, just a word of warning here, I am crap at this. Usually takes me a few goes to get a bunny, and then half the time I don't get to it in time and it runs away again after I've stunned it. Right. So let's just get our stones up as our active. So at the end of the day, bunnies are good for a few things. Food. Oh, I got it. Yes, I'm going to kill it because I'm going to, at a later point, eat it. So I'm still not used to the controls on this because most of the games I play, the start button, which in this one does what time of day it is the pause button. Back button is the map button, which of course we don't actually have a map. And right bumper tends to be the one that chooses things. Going to be, or else the the back button is the one that gets you into the menus. Let me get a second bunny. That would be a no, but it's not that bunny then. I still haven't quite got the hang of aiming in this. So I want to get another bunny because I know I'm going to need food. And at least bunnies make decent dinners. Plus of course there's the fur and the guts, which can be used for other things as well. Second bunny. Goodie! Should I try for a third bunny? There's the one that I can see around here. And he's a wee way away.
Someone's been here recently. Could it have been Astrid?
Campfire. Right. Oops. Stone's up and running again. So yep, looks like Astrid's been here. With a little bit of green fabric. Probably got enough sticks now. I don't
Astrid,
really want to be spending too much
where did you go?
of my weight on the sticks. Right. There's a wolf. I have a bunch of stones. I don't think I'm going to get too close to it.
Is that a wolf? I better keep my distance.
Yeah, and apparently Will agrees. Yeah, don't worry, much as I'd be interested in your kill, mate, I'm not interested in trying to fight you for it. Considering that Will is already injured. Oh, that's the other thing that you can't do in this game. jump. Or at least if you can, I haven't worked out how. Anything in here? Still hear that wolf occasionally. That doesn't look very stable. But I'm going to wander willy-nilly underneath it anyway because it's an exploring game and that's what you do. Okay, anything around here? Okay. Nothing in Seed Cave. Okay. Further that way, so I'm going to run back as far as I can until I run out of steam. Won't take all that long because apparently he's not very fit. Admittedly, he can run about as far as I can, but I am also not very fit. Hang on a moment. Why is it complaining? Give me a risk. I need to find somewhere to light the fire. Warm up a bit, because I think otherwise there's a fairly good chance that I might cark it. Right. And then we'll have something to eat and something to drink.
Come on.
The main thing is if I can warm him up, then hopefully he will stop.
Are you serious?
Okay, apparently that's the work. Try again. This is the first time I've had him try and die on me before I've actually got to the town. Come on. That looks more like it. See if we can add some fuel to it. Okay, so it's going to last for 4 hours. Let's just something to eat. Drink. We've got a cooking slot, so let's just stick that there. Come on, you. Got some water and burn some bunny. Oh, that's right. No, I can't burn the bunny because they haven't actually done anything about it yet. Let's just see if we can put our sleeping bag down. Okay. 4 hours, which is about how much fire we had, so hopefully it's enough to get us healthy again, or at least no longer dying. Okay.
Whoa. Looks like some kind of radio tower. That must be closer to civilization than I thought.
Let's just climb down. So we were a little bit healthier than we were. But we still have a wee way to go. I suspect running is probably not an option. Oh, hello, bunny. Yeah, much as I would love to do something about you, I don't really think now is the time. You are right here. See if you come back towards me and if I can in fact do another bunny. Ah, phew, I got it. Right. Speed up. Okay. So we have a cave here. It's not quite as cold in here. And coal could come in handy at a later point, I suspect. Possibly even the next time I go to light a fire myself. So is there any more coal? 2 bits. This looks hopeful. 3, 4, 5. The light would be helpful. We don't have any, so that's fine. Okay, so head up here towards the first sign of civilization that we have seen since we crashed here, and see what there is to see. Might have to drink some of that water soon too. At least I had the tin can, because otherwise I'd be in dire straits. Well, more dire. I'm not exactly in the wonderful position as it is at the moment.
Whoa. Someone's just sitting here. Frozen. What the hell?
Okay, let's just have a look.
Why didn't that work?
Okay, apparently I didn't think it didn't work because we didn't actually need it. Despite the fact that our health is pretty crap. Never mind. I went in very good order anyway, so no great loss there. Okay. So, another sign of civilization, we have retaining walls. Very good ones, but they're still there. And they're still in one piece.
Look. Smoke from that chimney. That means someone's home.
Yep. Probably too dark to go into
Hello?
the houses.
Anyone out there?
Else here, so let's just find
This whole area looks like it's been abandoned.
suspecting, yeah, it's a bit too dark in here and I can't see anything. So we will just leave the house. I'm not prepared to wander around in the dark to nowhere. We'll pick up the oxygen things and see if there is anything on this else. Well, there's
What
a
happened here?
dead body. And hatchet. I will take the hatchet. And we'll search the frozen corpse. Which is empty. Right. And going by the bloodstains, the house that I'm investigating is the house that he basically died at. Right.
Hello?
Murdered in the woodshed with the hatchet.
Anybody here?
Hello?
Hey. Hey, wake up. Holy shit! Wait! Hold your fire!
Get back.
Okay. Just take it easy.
Why are you here?
I saw the smoke from your chimney.
Outsider.
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice. And you haven't left like the others. So, must be a mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
My plane, I crashed in the mountains nearby. I'm looking for someone who crashed with me. A friend. She might be injured.
I haven't seen her.
Listen,
Probably that.
could you maybe point that gun someplace else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move, say the wrong thing. You'll see how good a shot I am.
I don't doubt it.
The others are all gone. If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
At least she's not pointing it at me now. So it looks like I have to ask her who she is.
Name's Mackenzie, by the way. And you are?
I had a name once. But for years, the townsfolk have called me Grey Mother. A name takes on its own life. Such that at one point, the name becomes the thing it belongs to. Then the old names fade. Can only be remembered by the young and the true.
So, I should call you...
You should call me Grey Mother also.
Sitting here with a rifle in your hands. You expecting trouble?
Trouble. Trouble found me.
Trouble is out in the woodshed.
You mean the storm?
The bad men. The bad men came. Took my things. Tried to take my house. They thought they were safe because Grey Mother can't see. They were wrong.
Who are the bad men?
The men, they passed through town. The night of the storm. The night of the lights.
Yeah,
I'm
right,
looking for my friend.
Took out my plane.
She crashed with me when my plane came down in the mountains. Do you think she could have come through and been caught by these bad men?
I can't say for sure. Is your friend a survivor?
Yes. She is.
Then there is always hope.
The bad men. Did they try to hurt you?
Everyone thinks being old means you're weak, but they underestimated Grey Mother.
It seems they did. I crashed without much food or gear myself. And if these bad men cleaned you out, we're gonna need to find some food and fuel, or neither of us is gonna make it through the next few days. You have any idea where we could find some supplies?
The bad men took everything. And the others in town who would have helped me are gone. The ones left will have their own worries. It's up to you, outsider.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need your help. There must be somewhere in town to get food, fuel, the essentials.
What about your friend? Aren't you in a hurry to find her?
Yes, I am. And I'll be looking for signs of her. But there's a lot of ground to cover, and without gear, I won't make it.
Practical man.
So while I'm looking for supplies, you see what you can remember about the Night of the Lights, and if she might have passed through town. That way, maybe we can help each other.
Okay, outsider. Grey Mother can't promise she can unlock the secrets in the dark cupboards of her mind. But she'll try.
Okay, that's a lot of questions to ask. Okay, let's just work our way through this.
What really happened here? It seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy. Others walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, a scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices and I couldn't get them back.
Right.
Before, you mentioned hearing voices. Do you remember what you heard?
Memories are gray, misty. I'm trying to remember. It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up. But I heard yelling. A scream.
Was it a woman's voice?
I'm not sure. The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all cloudy now.
Right. Doesn't seem to want to actually select other things, so we're just going to
The town seems so
do
quiet.
what comes up naturally and
Does anyone still live here?
Not many.
work our way through all
After
this.
the earthquakes. Less. After last night. Even fewer.
Where did everyone go?
That I cannot say. All I know is that I heard screams and could smell smoke for most of the night.
You keep calling me a mainlander. Why?
It's what you are, isn't it? From the mainland, an outsider. You don't really belong here, do you?
Okay, but you sound bitter about it.
We lost everything in the collapse. People didn't realize how dependent we'd become. Some were fine with it. Others didn't want the scraps from your table. Created deep rifts in families, communities. scars that never healed. The mainland had become our lifeline, and it was suddenly cut. And so, we suffered.
I guess I don't know much about that history.
I'm not surprised. You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. Only interested in Great Bear when it had something to give you. If you can't cut it down or dig it out of the ground, what use is it to you?
You
Definitely
mentioned
better.
smelling smoke?
Someone came here. One of the townsfolk. Tried to convince me to leave. They said there were houses burning in the town. They said people were scared and were leaving for the coast. On foot. Foolish plan. But that's what they said to do. After the quakes. If there was ever another emergency, go to the coast and help will come. They wanted me to go with them. But I'm not ready to leave Milton.
They left you here? Alone?
I'm not alone. I have my Lily.
Lily?
Never mind.
Yeah, I have to say, walking to the coast in the sort of weather they've been having doesn't sound like a good plan.
Okay. Well, any idea how I can get out of this town? I need to find help.
The old quake closed down most of the roads in and out of town. That was years ago. Blizzard just swept through town after the power went out. As for help, you won't find any out there. You're on your own. We both are.
Okay,
The
last
power
question,
seems out
I
all
hope.
over town.
The power's always been spotty here since the quakes. No money to fix the broken stuff left behind. And nobody from the mainland seemed to care enough to do anything about it.
I'm sure someone will come and fix it.
Why would
Nobody's
they?
coming to save Milton.
How can you be so sure?
I've learned to hear the difference between something quiet and something abandoned. This goes deeper than just a stillness. It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
Right. So, basically, we are in a situation where we're in the middle of nowhere, on an island that has been forgotten by the mainland for years, and he thinks help is going to come. I don't really see this happening. Okay, let's do something with those bunnies before they go and turn on us. Thing is, we've got this fire here, we may as well take advantage of it. That's one bunny done. Next one done. And last bunny. Right. So the next thing to do is drop the pelts and the guts so that they can cure, because I think we'll be here for a little while. And then we're going to use the fireplace because it's a cooking slot. Let us cook some bunny. And last time already. my bunny. Four and 8-1. There we go. No cooking pots. And what happened to the... I am sure that I had a tin can that I had the water in before. Did I leave that behind? Because it wouldn't be the first time. I think I must have left it behind. Okay. Not ideal, but I guess one of those things. We'll have a wee wander around her place, see if there is anything we can actually see. Freezer is empty. Can't see a blooming thing. I think there's stairs here. Here? Oh. Damn it, can't see. Okay. Looks sort of windowish. I think we are just going to have to light a match. Oh, the bathroom. Cool. Found a bed. That'll do nicely. So, let's set the 4 hours and see if we have a bit of light when we wake up. Oh goody, we do. Put those away. I don't think there's anything in here that we can do. Something to drink very soon. So it looks like they were a family of 3 at one point. Okay, and let's just grab the drinking water. And then we shall drink the drinking water. Oh joy, toilet water. Wonderful day. Okay.
That'll come in handy.
Right, so we found a sewing primer and we need to repair clothing items. Well, there's enough light in here to do that now, so pop downstairs. Pretty much nothing we can do in here, I don't think. Apart from stick some stuff in the fridge for her and some wood in the... See what we can find before we start breaking down her furniture. It just seems a little bit off. Breaking down her furniture instead of, you know, being nice about this whole thing. Okay. So let's just put in 2 biggest bits of bunny. So it's almost an 1/8 done. And let us repair 7. Oh, yeah, okay, let's just repair that. Better. I don't have any cured leather, so I can't repair that. Let's repair that as well. That looks better. And definitely repair that if we can, because that was not a particularly good looking pair of trousers. 64%. Let's do one more repair. Okay. So that should be a bit better. So we've learnt how to fix our clothes. This is good. Right, put some of this stuff in the firewood bin. Cedar to coal. Newsprint. Okay. So she hasn't got enough there for the winter yet, but she's got a bit. And as I say, every bit helps. Just keep those stones up because I'm pretty sure I'm hearing a wolf. Yes, I am hearing a wolf. And the newsprint roll. The wolf seems to have moved on. Right, just in here. And in here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, let's hope the wolf doesn't need it. Because me with my stones is going to do so incredibly well. Right, so that gives us a little bit more.
I could eat anything
food.
right now.
Yeah, I suppose you are getting a bit hungry. This is always the bit that takes the time, is just the wandering around and picking up all the random crap that's lying around. Oh, look, it's not locked. That's because it doesn't have anything in it. Right. Okay. Take that with us. I don't think I found that the first time I played this. This is only my second playthrough, so take that as well. There's probably quite a lot of stuff that I missed the last time round.
I think I can use this.
Yes, I think you're right. I think you can use that. So let's just have a wee look. So he's now got a nice warm hat, and let's just make it slightly better. That's better. Always a good idea to have a nice warm woolly hat. Mind you, this comes from someone who knits and spins and sews and weaves.
I can always use more food.
A very high appreciation. Ooh,
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
for things like the natural properties of wool. And I am in fact a bit of a fabric snob. As a result, I prefer wool and all the other natural fibres. I don't need the cardboard box. Let's see what else we've got around here. There's no point looking at the metal chair because I don't have anything to break it up with.
this food.
Probiotics, definitely take that. Right. How much water have I actually got at the moment? Ah, great. Still got 1.61 litres, so I'm going to leave that water there because it's not going to become less potable from sitting there. On the notice board? Nope, empty notice board. Can't get that one. Okay. Wallpaper. It's all stuff that can go into her wood box though. Oh, a cup of coffee.
I could use this.
I do wonder how long it's been sitting there, but apparently that doesn't matter. Herbal tea. Wallpaper. Okay, right, so I'm just going to save this. Right. And this is the extremely slow and annoying way to open up locks. However, if you try and do it fast, when you don't know what the code is, and I don't know what the code is, you run a fairly high chance of overshooting and, well, basically stuffing up the whole thing. So, slowly work our way through. And see where it goes. Clonk. And at some point I will have to check and find out if my eldest has got off the Xbox One. Mind you, if he doesn't get off it soon, it will kick him off. Oh, yeah, tumbler number 1 has clicked. Back the other way. So, he's 18, but if you let him, he would be on it 24/7. And he needs to start looking for a job because he doesn't currently have one. But at the moment, all he wants to do is play on the Xbox and stream. But the streaming thing at the moment isn't working so well because he tends to play games which have a lot of action and a lot of high quality graphics. And there we go. Of course, at the moment, our setup is just not coping with that. So we've got a Netgear AX8, which is the Nighthawk router. It's supposed to be a gaming one, but yeah, the bit rate at the moment on that for streaming is just over 2,000. Which is crap. We're getting 6,000, but we're not anymore.
What have we here?
Okay.
Locked.
So we need
Can't
the
get in here
code.
yet.
And that will be why we've got that key. So we need to find the bank manager's house. And see what we can see in the bank vault through that. But at least we've got the key to his place, so when we find his place, have a look. Go that way or that way? Go this way first. Yep, cars on the way, see if there's anything in any of these houses. And that one. So we can't get into that at the moment because we don't yet have a eye-bar. So here we'd call it a crowbar. Funny how the language is so different between the US and most of the other English-speaking countries. Mind you, even between New Zealand and Australia. There are quite a few differences. Okay, so that one is locked up too. There's a bloody wolf again. And also locked up. Okay. I think we will get our stones out so that we can throw them into the PB. Admittedly, the likelihood of that actually working is probably pretty slim, but it might scare him away for long enough for me to be able to get back to my mother's house. We should probably go back there anyway because we've got a bunny to get cooked. And that will be attracting wolf to me.
Plant fuel. Could be useful.
Could indeed. So maybe not right this minute. Good lever, goody, I can fix my shoes. Matches always handy.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Oh, scrap nettle. Cool. Right. What have we got that I can actually eat? I think we'll go with the sardines. Under normal circumstances, nutrient dense. And I suspect it's cold enough that you can't taste the things anyway. I am not overly fond of the whole sardine concept. But in this sort of situation, of course, you'd eat what you had to. Fondness notwithstanding. And personally, sardines are just ugh.
This'll come in handy.
At the very least, it can be a source of cloth, much like a towel. So there's one good thing. There's quite a few toilets around here, so gamey, that's fine. We can cook that too. In the oven. So, I know the actual game said, go and pay a visit to the petrol station, or gas station as called in the US.
This stuff will come in handy.
But, to be honest, I always like to do the town first. Now the silly thing is, you've got wood and stuff lying around here that would be burnable, right? With the wooden spoon and the cutting board, but you can't do anything with them.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Just ate sardines. Damn it, man. Okay. It's a new granola bar. That is a stale one. That will do nicely. So it apparently didn't do a heck of a lot either. Right, okay, well anyhow, let's go upstairs. See what there is to be seen, if anything.
Could end up being useful.
Water drink, always good. A book. There's any number of things that you could actually use here that they're not giving you the option to use. Right. Front door, front door, front door. Where's the front door gone? Here it is. And let us hope that there are no wolves out here. That one is all boarded up. More vehicles over here, so let's go check them out. Oh, 3 more vehicles. One's locked. Right, nothing in this one. This one. Nope.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Okay, we are going to be going back in a minute to grandmother's house. We'll drop some of this stuff off in her place. It's getting up. We might go and do that first because we're basically moving like we're stuck in treacle. And we can't run, so obviously that battery was really like the last straw. And although I could harvest it out here, I'm remembering those wolf noises that we heard before. And I'm pretty sure that harvesting out here would probably not be good for my health. So let's close the enter. So, back into her place. We'll drop off some stuff in her firewood bin first. Cash in there. Okay, so that is almost got enough in it. Right, let's go in here, cook up that meat. And take apart I can that on cooking slot. There's 38 minutes. Right, let us see how long it will take to break down this other thing. Harvest 30 minutes. Ah, requires hacksaw. Okay, so we won't be harvesting it. We can drop off the funny bits. I dropped them, I shouldn't have. That's what I dropped off, but I shouldn't have. Right, let's drop that car battery off. Yeah, that makes a difference. Got antibiotics, let's drop off the good ones. Oops. Let's see what else we can get rid of that don't actually need. We will need that later, but we don't need that now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything at the moment. We've got 19 minutes. Right, so while we're at it, let's just have a quick look at our clothes. Clear that. Right, check our bunny. And oh, venison is cooked. Right, venison too. What time is it? Okay, so we can probably go out and do a little bit more in the way of grabbing stuff out of the houses before it gets too dark and we have to come back down again. So we're not going to get to the petrol station just yet, but we can at least get the post office done, and maybe 1 or 2 more houses. Right, hi everyone. Hi, Sapphire Gem. Sorry, I'm haven't been doing this for long enough to. Ooh, medicinal plants, be handy. So remember to keep an eye on the chat all the time.
I could use this.
Yep, full socks is always good. Medicinal plants. So let's see, what does it tell me I need to do for that? Find, harvest, and prepare some medicinal flora native to Great Bear Island. Okay, I think we can do that. A of rose hips, but we haven't really picked up anything else. Okay. Right. That's probably not a good sign. I wonder where all the mail is though. Probably in the locked area out back. Because obviously they're not going to have it where anyone can just walk in on it. Okay, now did I check out this vehicle? Probably tend to lose track of what you have and haven't done in this game. Right, let's see if we can just make out the back of any of these houses. Sticks. Take sticks. And a house we can get into. Cool. Right, well, it's not really a proper house, it's more just a storage area. It's got some scrap metal, which could be handy. And we'll probably break down that hand cart later. So we don't actually have the ability to break down the hand cart at the moment. Few things that we can't do yet. Newsprint. Right, so out of here. Looks like we're just starting to lose the light. So I've seen your comment, Sapphire. I'm probably not the only one who does that, I suspect. It's one of those things that I've just got to try and remind myself to check, because most of the time when I've been doing it of late I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and it doesn't seem to get a lot of people watching it. So that could of course be partly because of the fact that I am a new streamer, so
I think I
not
can
in
use
the
this.
popular lists just yet. That's okay. One of those things you don't get on the popular lists right at the beginning, and I don't expect to. So, right. I really can't see much at the moment. I am not quite blind as a bat, but pretty damn close. Of course, the only light that I've got at the moment is the matches,
This will come in handy.
which I don't want to use for exploration if I can avoid it. I don't know what I'm missing here. Cloth is always handy. Okay. Yep, we have now reached the point where I really and truly cannot see what I'm doing. So it is time to go back to Grandmother's house. Yep. So what time is it? We are definitely heading into twilight. Check this mailbox while we're here. Empty. We go back to Grandmother's, have something to eat, save something to drink, and I might also do some more repair work, so she's got that lovely fire so I can see what I'm doing. It's kind of cool the way they do that smoke. I don't need to stick much more in here, so let's just a few more. See, is that enough? Cool, so the firewood bin is done. Still got a food to go. We should put the stone away. We don't want her thinking that we're going to hit her. And let's just have a little look. See what else we can do here. Probably our shoes. Yep, definitely our shoes. Oh, it's not too bad. 84%. Let's change the decent sports socks to decent wool socks. And see if we can fix the worn wool socks. Much better. And one thing that I do know, wool socks are much, much better than anything else, basically. So Mackenzie's toque, I think we will fix that as well. So we're going to keep that one. We're not going to actually use it, but we'll keep it for just in case we need to turn it into cloth at a later point. The same for those extra socks. Or alternatively, for just in case we have a small issue with a wolf and end up breaking our clothes.
I need to find food.
Happen. Okay, right, food. What have we got? Oh, and I've got a rabbit to cook too. Let's eat that bit of bunny. Doesn't give you much, does it? Right. Last time. And eat the bunny. Right. And once again, I cannot see my hand in front of my face, so we're going to go up here Damn it, we're going to have to light a match again. At least I suppose we've got 30 of them, so it's not too bad. Here we go. And I think 10 hours should do it. Yes, I can see again. Yay! Right, let's go see if we can stick a bit more food. Ooh, I better have something to drink too. Summit soda will do nicely. Let's stick a wee bit more in the fridge. I probably shouldn't give her the mouldy chocolate bar, that's just not very nice. Okay. Give her another kilo of rabbit. I think that'll do for the moment. Oh, water.
Thank goodness. More water.
Okay, so let's just see. Okay. Pop back to that house that we were in before. We didn't get to actually finish going through it. Due to the simple fact that I couldn't see anything. Was it that one? That one? I don't think it was that one, but we'll just double check. I think this was the one that was being used as storage. I was right. So it'll probably be catty corner across the street. That one's boarded up, or I thought it was catty corner. No, it looks like it. I think it must have been that one. So let's go have a look-see. Yep, it was. I can tell that I've already opened some of that stuff because it tells me that it's empty. So basically I got this far and then I ran it out of light completely. Cool, so there's still stuff I haven't checked.
I can always use more food.
Yep, not just for me either. Okay, so that's another doorway out. Hoping to find a decent jacket somewhere around because at the moment I'm a little light on the clothing side. Bank deposit key. Oh. So obviously I can't get in there yet because I haven't been to the bank manager's place. Let's just take a bit of that water. I am presuming we're taking it from the tank because, to be honest, if we're taking it from the bowl, I wouldn't consider that potable water. I would consider that boil the heck out of it water. It's just yuck. Can that one be opened? No, I don't have the thing to open it. Why is it so dark all of a sudden? It's definitely not night time. Okay, so we've still got to do the houses down here. Don't think there's going to be many of them. Obviously some of those ones are the ones that she was talking about having been burnt. So, a wee look-see. none of these houses can you go down into the basement. That's obviously where that door goes.
That'll come in handy.
Yep, more coffee, always good. I mean, personally, I don't drink coffee. Love the taste, love the smell, but it doesn't love me. It's not worth the hassle. Okay, so that oven has nothing in it. Now I just saw a curtain, so we should
be hungry
able
later.
to get a cloth out of that. Is there anything in the microwave? Nope. Right, let's take down that curtain. I have noticed a nasty tendency of running out of cloth in this game. Nothing on the medicine shelf. Okay. Let's go upstairs and see if there's anything up here. Another empty one. Not much in the way of tinned food yet either. So I either need a tin or a cooking pot. Was there a cooking pot in here? Nope, no cooking pot. Okay, where's that door gone? Here it is. Okay, that's another house done. Another one that's all boarded up. Boarded up. So those two obviously got burnt down in the night. Read text. Right, so there is obviously a church with a cache. So we will take that with us. Can't get to that house. That house is burnt down. The house is also locked up. Having a quick check to see if there's anything behind the houses. It's not looking... Oh, cold. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to go around this back way now and just see if there are any houses that are in one piece. I'm going to check that wolf again. I really don't like that wolf. Oh, yep, so those birds up there, they're circling around where that dead body was that we found before when we first came in. So it's one thing to keep an eye on, because if there's dead bodies around, there's generally birds circling. Of course, anyone who's dead...
Could end up being useful.
Yeah, well, we can turn it into cloth, so yes, it could end up being useful. But anyone who's dead may have useful stuff on them. And of course, they're never going to use it. Another note. Okay. Take that one. So I don't know if there is an end use for some of these notes. I mean, obviously the cash ones, yes there is.
I can always use more food.
But I'm not sure about the tier 4 letters and other similar things. I'm pretty sure they don't update your records unless you actually pick them up. So, hence, I picked them up. I'll open that. Cooking pot. Yay! I need a cooking pot. Oh, that is good. It may weigh a bit, but it makes it a heck of a lot easier for doing water. Why is there thermal
Hope nobody
underwear in
needs
the
this
shower?
anymore.
Okay, never mind. I'm sure there's a reason. I have no idea what it is, but I'm sure there's a reason. Okay.
I think I can use this.
More sports socks. T-shirt. T-shirt's not going to do me much good, but once again, I can turn it into cloth, and I will turn it into cloth should I need to. So it's that house checked. And right, house with a Canadian flag up front. I think this might be the bank manager's house, going by the fact that it was locked and opened when I tried. So he appears to be a little bit better off, considering the fact that he's got...
I'll be hungry later.
Ooh. He's got curtains, he's got matches, another cooking pot, and of course now I found one, so I don't need that one. That could be handy.
Something's gotta go.
Apparently things are getting heavy again. A small weight allowance. Oh, a can opener. And this is why you end up running out of space, because there's all these useful things. And as anyone who has
I
ever
would do
played
anything
Skyrim
for a
knows,
drink
it
right
is
now.
really, really hard to put down the useful stuff. So he's thirsty, let's give him something to drink. What's our crappiest? There we go. And next crappiest. A bit of food as well, so that's always good. So he's got a fire. Most of the people don't actually seem to have fires in the houses, which strikes me as a bit odd, considering...
This'll come in handy.
Oh, goody. Yes, need that. That's one of the things I was wanting. Full sweater, also good. Right. It's empty.
What have we here?
Yeah, it doesn't offer much warmth, but potentially useful anyway. Ooh. I have to say, this guy's got some good stuff. 1930 and 8. Let's put that with us. Another drink. Okay. And here's a cabinet in the bathroom.
This stuff will come in handy.
And a sewing kit, which is very handy. Oh, they're the shoes. I can harvest them. So that's the bank manager's house done. Let's have a look and see how many other houses we've got to do here. And then we will head back to the bank. I think we may have actually done all the houses around here. Looks like we have. So what time is it? It's still daytime. I do need to go to the bank, and I do need to drop off a whole pile of crap at Grandmother's place again. Let's go this way. still run. That's good. That sounded like a wolf again and a bunny rabbit. Oh, let's hope he's not waiting for me when we get back out of here again. Right. Oh, bugger, I've got to actually check what the... let's have a look. Notes. Where's the notes? Okay. Nope. Ah, that's what I think I want. Probably, yeah, bank vault code 19, 30 and 8. 19, then back to 30. Just be careful not to go too fast. And 8. I don't really want to have to do the whole thing again. Oh. So that's bank vault open. What have we got in here? More papers. More papers. Why? Yeah. Maybe it's the birthdays, the marriages. Who knows? Books. Don't have that at the moment. Don't have that one. Oops. The stack of papers again. Don't have the key. Don't have the key. So one of the locked ones I'll be able to do because I did pick up that key in the other place.
I better take this food.
Why would you put a bar of chocolate in there? Oh, and this is the one I've got the key for. Yay! Money. Clear shell, clear shell. Not that great after all. Kind of expecting something,
Hope nobody needs this
I don't
anymore.
know, a bit more. Okay, so we're going to go back to Grandmother's and drop off these crap we're carrying. Because if we don't, it's going to take me ages to get anywhere. And at least she's just across the way here. Maybe drop off a bit more food as well. Of course, dropping off food here means that I won't get to get it back because it's to keep her going. I've got a little bit of the mouldy chocolate bar. And that, get the herbal tea. I've got it. Oh, that actually I didn't realise that was actually cooked. Okay. Give her a tin of coffee. And a couple of tins of sardines. Do I give her the venison? Not yet, I don't think. I will give her the dog food though. So that is now 3/8. Almost halfway there. See what else we can drop off here. Get rid of one of them. So we're going to get rid of some of the excess clothing. Fish. Other flares. Get rid of some of these. We're going to harvest that. What else? Get rid of most of the scrap metal. And the sports socks, because we're not going to need them at the moment. No, we want to keep the stones. T-shirts. I'm still overweight. We're okay for those at the moment. I don't think we need quite all of... Whoops, damn it. I just transferred my good socks. Good socks back. That's better. Right, so I've actually got a fair bit of water. So we might just get rid of some of the sodas and stuff. Get rid of that because we're not going to need it yet. Toke. And some of the coal. And I think definitely some of the books. Right. That's a bit better. Okay, so let's just have a look at our clothing. So let's see what that one's any better. Slightly warmer. Not as good. Hear it and see if that makes a difference. Okay. Right. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. I'm going to repair that one as well. Using up our daylight, but... And we definitely want to repair those. Twice. Okay. That looks better. So we still don't have any accessories. But we're a bit warmer. Okay. And let's just drop off. Let's get rid of the leather shoes for the moment. And that shirt. Right. Now, can we make it to the gas station before it gets dark? Preferably without running into any wolves or bears or anything else that is going to try and eat us. Run for a wee bit, and then we will walk, and then we will run, and then we will walk. He's starting to pop and pant. So I'm not entirely sure what this was. Water tanks maybe? I don't think it would be fuel oil because the petrol station's too far away. Let's just have a look at the map. So we are at least heading in the right direction. Always a good start. Things getting up. Right, I'm just going to wander over here. Few deer, but I think we can safely say my stones are not going to cut the mustard with those guys. Okay. Oh, but I can see a harvestable over there on that tree, so we'll go and grab that. And hi to the new person who's just started watching. So, at the moment, we are just helping out Greymother. And ourselves at the same time, of course, because what we're doing here is eventually going to result in us having enough food to keep going. And at the same time, there'll be other things that we find. So, this is definitely worth doing. The old man's beard. I think we can use this to make bandages. I wonder where that goes. Right, I will actually have to check what I can make at some point. Harvest this. Oh, we can be a little bit finicky at times. Probably doesn't help that it's waving around in the wind. Okay, so what have we got to do here aside from a deer that we don't want to be? Okay. Not really a lot in there. I'll reach that one. Just. So not being able to jump is a bit of a pain. Okay, so at this point we have found and harvested Old Man's Beard, and we've also done the same thing with the rose hips. The interesting thing is here in New Zealand, Old Man's Beard is actually a type of clematis, which is illegal to have on your property. Basically, if you have it, you have to kill it. And it's a noxious weed. Okay, that definitely doesn't sound friendly. There he is, over there. Oh, hopefully he's happy with his bunny. Firewood, always useful. Decent firewood is hard to come by without actually chopping it up. I really don't like chopping it up. Okay, I think I've gone right round and straight past the gas station. Okay. While we're here, let's just pop over here. Have a look at this crashed bus. And a dead person in Prison Orange. Have a look. Like that. Can't see anything in there. I think we can safely say that the bad men, considering there was also one in Prison Orange in the woodshed of Greymother, I think we can safely say the bad men were the prisoners. So, obviously some of them didn't make it, and some of them did. Now, I seem to remember finding something that talked about a thing behind the... Oh no, they picked it up from the Orca woodlot. And they dropped... That's that one. Yeah. Nothing in there that I can do anything with. Into the vehicle. And does he have anything in the house? In the car? The answer would appear to be no. I wonder how long these cars have been sitting there. Clear shell, yep, and coal. Need to have too much fuel. So no cash and no ATMs. So I wonder what they were actually using for currency. Right, okay, so we've got a dude in here. Not looking like there's a lot here. Ah, storm lantern. That I will happily take. I'll talk to that dude in a minute. Okay. Right, so Canadian dollar buys 23 cents US. That is not a good exchange rate. I mean, hell, that's actually significantly worse than the New Zealand exchange rate in US. And ours is not exactly brilliant. Okay, well I suppose we should talk to this dude.
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escaped the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Don't you see the signs?
Right. Now I need to just go and put my youngest son to bed because he's actually got school tomorrow. So I shall be back in a moment. So don't go anywhere. Unless you want to, of course.
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
Okay, so we lost
I'm
sound
not
for a
sure
bit
you'll
there,
find any
and,
friends here.
My other remote, threw a wee bit of a paddy. But it's okay, we're sorted now. Using the other one.
I'm
and
looking
we'll
for my
try
friend.
the
She was with me when my plane crashed,
original one next time I play.
but it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back.
You seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way, but how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just the storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I don't think there is a normal
I'm
for
not
this
sure
place.
anything will ever be back to normal.
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished. But you'll have to live with what remains.
So you've got to wonder if this affected
Go
the
safely.
mainland as well.
And good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
The story hasn't gone far enough yet to know that, but you do have to wonder because, I mean, this guy seems to be quite pessimistic about things getting back to normal and so on and so forth. Okay, it looks like Grey Mother is going to be eating a lot of dog food. And salty crackers. Oh, blast. Oh, well, I suppose it makes it easier to get to the salty crackers. And I'm carrying too much again. Why am I always carrying too much? Okay. See what else there is, if anything. Okay. So, it kind of looks like this place has been gone through a wee bit as it is. There's still more stuff left here in the story than there is if you're doing the survival version. Came through doing the survival version and there wasn't much at all. It was really quite empty. Okay, not much there. Oh, let's check out the loo. Bandage, that's always helpful. More sports socks. I always feel like those should actually be an opening thing, but I think that could have something to do with having spent way too much time playing Fallout, where half of them are openable, and tend to store bits and pieces. The bedroll. Oh, that one's in good nick too. Yep, it's taking my weight up again, but my current one is not in pretty good order, so right, so basically I'm going to finish going through this place. Dose of salts, as the saying goes. And then I'm going to go back to Grey Mother, and I'll probably actually just do a bit of repair work on things and finish up there, because it's getting on for 9:30 here, and I've got a couple of things I need to get done. Good to get for leather. Can't open that one yet.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, no, you probably can't, mate, but I'm going to make you carry more anyway, because that's all that stuff. And leave the store.
It's starting to weigh me down.
And we don't like sleep. I know a way to take care of that problem. Find some food that's not too bad. Food up. Okay, wrong one. All about. And a couple of things of crappy juice. 41%. Yeah. That's better. But still overweight. There's that wolf we can hear. Way off in the distance there. Let's hope it stays there too. I am definitely not up for wolf hunting at the moment. Or being hunted by them for that matter. Definitely running a bit heavy. I am not bounding through the snow anymore. I am just sort of heaving my way through it. Hi to the new viewer. I'm sure there's some way to tell who you are on Twitch, but I'm still learning my way through all that at the moment. Okay, so the town is pretty much cleared out. There's still a few of the lockboxes that I can't get into in the bank, so I'll be keeping an eye out for the keys for those. Let's see, have a quick look at our map. Oops, wrong way. So there's buildings down there I haven't got to yet. There's something there. I've done those ones. And there's something over there. So I may well find keys in one of those buildings. I don't know if there's anything else around. I would think there will be more stuff around, so I'm going to be sort of treating this a wee bit like the survival one and doing a bit of exploring, even once I've done all of Grey Mother's stuff and got all that done. What time is it? Late afternoon, I would say. Let us lurch our way towards Grey Mother's place. Kind of get used to running at a decent speed in other games, and this just isn't a decent speed. Okay, let's go inside. So I'll put the stuff in her fridge first, mainly because of the fact that we will run out of light Okay, let's see what we're going to give her. We'll give her 3 lots of dog food. 4 lots of peaches. Lots of them. Let's see how we're looking. Still need to give her a wee bit more. Okay. 1 more dog food. Soda. A tin of sardines, because ugh. Cool. So, Grey Mother now apparently has enough food to see her through the winter. And I want to drop off some stuff. Because I am carrying way too much crap. That. I'm going to drop off that bedroll. Drop off 1 lots of firewood. Keep the cloth. That. Energy drink. Keep. Right, so I still need to do something with the old man's beard and the rose hips. Dump a lot of them. Socks. Okay. That's about everything for the moment. Let's just do some cooking. Oh, actually, I can't do the cooking yet because I need to... How do we do this again? This is what I want. That's not what I want. Craft that. So get all this crafting stuff done, and then I can turn it into tea and whatever. And the best part about it is by the time I'm done, it'll be time to go to sleep, so we'll make that a bit easier too, because it should mean I wake up at the right time. That's everything I can do there. Let's just start cooking some stuff. Right. Rose hips. Take it. More rose hips. Right. Oh, crap. I didn't actually want to pick it up. I wanted to see if there was anything else I could do. Nope, that is actually everything. How much water have I got? Ugh. Used to games where it doesn't... Oh. 3.11 litres. I think we will just drink some of that. Talk to Grey Mother.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. Wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running. She's alone, calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have. They should have found her before it was too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said men came from the tunnel.
That'll be that bus.
What
I
about the
found.
tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains. It's the only way she could have gone.
On the way into town, there was an old man. Glasses, big beard, walking stick. He seemed a little odd.
Doesn't sound like anyone from Milton. Most of the elderly have gone. Or died. I'm the only one left. The only one from the old days.
The old man outside of town, Methuselah, he said he'd seen other people walking towards Milton.
Other outsiders? It's possible.
I still
Where
reckon
would
it was
they
the
be?
bad men.
Maybe my friend was with them.
If they were outsiders, they might have stayed in the old schoolhouse. In the months after the quakes, people used to huddle there for the warmth of the school's old coal burner. Rare outsider coming through Milton might stay there the night. If your friend came through Milton, chances are she ended up there.
I haven't actually found that place yet. Oh, there's a note. Obviously talking about Grey Mother there. Pretty sure that note wasn't there before. I've already done that. Oh, more food and more wood. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm going to head upstairs. And see if we can find the bed. Here we go, one bed. Right. Apparently it's still night time. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, good. Found my way down the stairs. Okay. So if we need more food and stuff, let's just pick up some of what we dropped in here. Okay. Okay, fridge. Right, can't find the fridge. Okay, let's just... Ooh, we haven't got much light, much oil. Away now that I've found the fridge. Okay. Let's give her that and that. That. Right, let's just have a quick look at our list of things to do. Okay. So I didn't actually need to put anything else in there. Side missions. Okay, right, so I do need to put extra food in there. And extra fuel. Sounds like there's a bit of a storm going on out here. Let's find out. It's really a bit cold. Okay, it's just mist. May as well break that down. Okay. Right. And that will do for the moment. Okay, so I'm basically going to save here and close it up for the night. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll probably have another go tomorrow evening, I think. So hopefully we'll get enough of a decent amount of bitrate to give a slightly higher quality, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. So have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.